Cody MacDonald from the film Nightcap, co-producer, director, and writer. Welcome to the Canadian Independent Film Festival.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
We're very happy to have you. Let's talk a bit about your first film, Nightcap. It's self-funded.
Yep.
You have a co-producer.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did you decide to self-fund your film and not go into the grant system?
It's a very interesting question. I'm not really in the industry per se, and I know that like there are other ways like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, but there was a time where my work just had a lot of retroactive pay, and I had a little bit money left in the bank. So after paying off some dues and putting some money away here and there, I realized, I got some money left over, and it was actually at a time where it was post-wedding as well. And after I graduated from school and paid off a little bit of dues there, and then nothing really happened during the pandemic other than just writing, essentially. I kind of just went in more of an unorthodox way of just having it being paid out of my pocket. But no, I think I chose pretty smartly on just renting the equipment and just making sure everyone's getting fed. That was basically their pay, essentially. But yeah, I mean, the next time it's definitely going to be through some sort of Kickstarter or some sort of funding. So just for the first time doing it and just not being back in the saddle again for so long, it just made the most sense to do that at the time. But it's a learning curve, essentially.
So you had with you, in that sense, almost 12 people who were your crew.
That's right, yeah.
And you were their pay, as you mentioned.
Yeah, they got fed.
So tell me more about the first time working on a film with 12 crew members. So
yeah.
Tell me more about how your team was working in this film.
I was pretty fortunate enough to be working with mostly all my friends, some in the industry, some this is actually their very first time doing like anything film related, funny enough. But I noticed just like their natural talents in certain locations, and I realized, they would be a good spot for that aspect, and this. So it was actually just a happy little accident in that way. There was like one or two that I kind of took from the industry and that I only just met the first time, and we had to kind of like do a little postings here and there to fill in those gaps. And no, it turned out well. I think everybody had an interesting experience, and because a lot of them were coming from a background where it wasn't really film, this particular shoot was like just a couple of weekend days, about a month apart from each other, because I'm just trying to work around everyone's schedules. And I knew again that if they're not getting paid, like I just want to be fair and to make sure that like that it's just a kind of a mutual agreement. And I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy that they had a platform for it.
Well, it's sometimes like small crew for our first film, like it means a lot to us people to join our journey. So let's talk a bit about how you decided anyway to start this film, to start making the film. What was I'm not going to ask about the inspiration behind the idea, more about the decision of self-funding a first film.
Again, it was just at a particular time where I just had no excuse to not make a movie, essentially. It all just came from the idea that like I was writing so much. Like I have like a few more short films that are kind of kicking around in the drawer, and I think this one as like a first film felt like a nice warm up just because of the logistics involved and just how kind of simple it was in terms of locations and all that. And I've always seen just with like most filmmakers, like pretty much their first films are kind of in the horror genre, and I would say Nightcap kind of takes one foot in and out of the film genre of horror a little bit. It's more psychological, but it kind of appears to be like that. So I felt like that was like the right approach.
And now that you're working on your next film, as you told me, will that genre be your basically leading light, or what will be like your signature move as a filmmaker? I'm
the type of guy that like I love getting wrapped up in stories where there's just enough resolution with a really compelling story, but then there's room at the end for the audience to interpret. And I think, fortunately, right now, those scripts that I have are very much like different from one another. Like I have a little bit of versatility goals that I have about doing a drama, doing a horror, doing a comedy, doing a sci-fi. So with the next one, I think I definitely want to be a little bit more ambitious towards a drama and try to like, try to touch people in a certain way, and to try to get them involved. Because with this one, with Nightcap, since it's a little bit more abstract, I think going literal the next time is the right approach, just to try to test those boundaries. And yeah, it's the next one. Definitely, it's the casting that is absolutely like a must. Like I'll spend months until I find the right people involved, because I, as of now, got the right crew involved, but it does take time. It does take time, but who knows when that's going to be made, but it's all about not giving up, really.
Well, one time a producer told me the filmmaker who can do many genres, who can direct many genres, is an excellent filmmaker. So we're very, as the Canadian Independent Film Festival, we're very excited to see your future films and to host your future films. And I'm really hoping to get to have another conversation with you like this one, maybe in the next edition or maybe in the edition after. Cody MacDonald, the filmmaker, co-producer, and writer of the film Nightcap. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you.